Welcome to the 2022 Maryland State Cup Draw. My name is Brad Roos, and I will be your host today for the State Cup Draw. After so many obstacles over the past 2 years, we are very excited regarding this year's competition. We are coming to you today live from the Focal Point Studios in Baltimore. I would like to thank all of the coaches, the managers, families, but especially the players for attending today. This year we are again using Facebook as our platform for the draw, which allows for special shout-outs, comments, and questions to our studio. So please keep them coming throughout the presentation. Many people are responsible for assisting with the Maryland Cup each year, which includes MSYSA board members, staff, and a countless number of volunteers. Please let the MSYSA office know if you'd like to assist at any point during the competition. Now let's meet some of the board members and staff who are helping with today's production of this draw. The board members here today: Sean Fleming, Robert Perkey, Carrie Brimmer, and Jackie Eskay. Please pay special attention to Jackie's hat that she's wearing, which is the MSYSA hat. Today, outside, it is really snowy up here in Baltimore. And so she's comes to specifically with her hat today to wear. This is a hat that anyone can get if you make a $70 or greater donation to MSYSA, which helps grows the great game of soccer here in Maryland. So we'd love to see if you'd like to get a hat, make a donation, and we'd love to send that to you. In addition, we have our Executive Director, Greg Smith, here, our Communications and Marketing Director, Bree Nardone, and our Events Coordinator, Garvin Hayden, helping with the production today. We also have the Focal Point Production, Marty Jenoff and his crew assisting. 2021 was another great year for Maryland Youth Soccer. We sent 40 teams to the NCS Eastern Regional Tournament, with 2 teams, the Baltimore Celtic and the Bethesda Blue, advancing to the national championships. Now let's take a look at the opening of the Eastern Regional Tournament last year that was held in New Jersey. Welcome back. Here is a list of this year's State Cup dates. Let's begin first with the play-in games, which will be held in the 14U through 18U age groups and will be held anytime during March. Teams can host the play-in round matches. A priority is given to teams that can schedule at least 2 games back-to-back at the same site. Games must be held on artificial turf fields. Teams communicate with each other to confirm a date and hopefully a home field. Please note that any team that loses in the play-in round can drop down and participate in the President's Cup as long as their play-in match has been completed by March 20th. The competition is a single elimination with the exception of the quarterfinals, which will be round robin. 12U through 16U will play 3 games on the quarterfinal weekend. 17 and 18U will still only play 1 game per day. The top 2 teams from each quarterfinal round bracket will advance to the semifinals. Last year, the quarterfinal round was single elimination due to COVID restrictions. This year, I'd sent out a survey to State Cup teams to determine whether the quarterfinal round should return to round robin or stay at single elimination. We received back over 115 responses, with over 60% asking for the round robin, so we will attempt that for this year, depending on field availability. Here is a look at the remainder of the State Cup dates. Please pay close attention to when schedule considerations are due online on the State Cup website. Referees again this year are still paid in cash before every match by each team. The registration fee includes the first additional match fee. Each additional match after that costs $175, which this year can be paid by credit card online, calling the MSYSA office, or at the site by credit card or check. Referee fees this year per team will be the following: 12U, $80 per team; 13 and 14U, $85 per team; 15 and 16U, $95 per team; and 17 through 19, $100 per team. Please note that we have tried to keep these prices the same for the past several years. But as many of you know, we are having a shortage this year for referees, and so it is important that we raised the rates for the older age groups only $5 for this year. As I said earlier, please pay particular attention to the closing dates to submit your conflicts for each round. Competition can be either on Saturdays or Sundays, with Sunday as the primary default day. My suggestion is to schedule your league games on Saturday with cup games on Sunday. Repeating again, if one team requests a Saturday game and the other team requests a Sunday game, the match will be played on Sunday, as that is our default day. The rosters will already be on the match report card this year. Only players who appear on the match report can participate in the game. No players may be added under any circumstance. Only the team manager or representative needs to check in at the headquarters tent 1 hour prior to the match. The home team will still serve as the field marshal this year. Different, though, is that each opposing team manager will check in the opposing team's players and coaches on the field prior to the beginning of the match. The cards of any players who are not participating in the match for that day must be left to the headquarters tent and picked up at the completion of the game. Wild cards for this year will be announced on April 19th, but please note that all runner-ups should be prepared to attend the regional tournament if given the opportunity. Any player or coach who is red-carded from their last National Championship Series match that they participated in must sit out the first Cup game of this year. This would include State Cup from last year, regional matches, and at the national competition. Please check the list currently on the MSYSA website. As was the case last year, players who were sent off during the match will remain on the bench unless deemed by the referee to be an issue, in which case they will be removed by the MSYSA representative. We are going to take another short break, and at this time, watch the video of the finals at the Eastern Regional Tournament last year in New Jersey.
Coming into today's game, you know, it was basically do or die. The facilities have been outstanding, and I have to admit, I've been to a lot of tournaments. This was probably one of the best well-run programs I have ever seen from start to finish.
So happy to be here. We had 292 teams at this year's event. This is the largest U.S. youth soccer regional they've ever had in any region.
You know, we've had 292 teams this week, all competing for the right to punch their ticket down to Bradenton in the USYS National Championships. I have now been to all 8 regionals over the last 14 days. You know, and 10,000 teams started their journey. They played 2 the state cups, they came to the regionals, and the best of the best are going to find their way down for the national championships. We congratulate every team for being a part of it, and we certainly wish those that are going to be down in Florida the very best to be able to hoist the trophy.
Welcome back. Now let's look at a couple of reminders about several of the MSYSA State Cup rules. The first has to do with head injuries. If a player is suspected of suffering a head injury, they may be substituted for evaluation without the substitution counting against the team's total number of allowed substitutions during each half or overtime period. Simply put, if a player receives clearance from the on-site trainer, they may re-enter the match, taking out the original substitute who came on for them. The temporary substitute can then re-enter as a regular substitution during that time frame. A team must have a substitute available in order to make this change. Otherwise, they would have to play short. Simplified, home team for this year wears white and visiting team wears black or solid color of uniform shirt. You are allowed 5 transfers is the maximum number from another club for your roster. Transfers within the same club do not count. Teams and players can only participate in 1 State Cup competition per year. The winning team will submit the match report to the State Cup representative after the game. Players on approved roster, but not on the game roster, can be on the team bench, but not in uniform. The exception to that, though, is a suspended player who is not allowed on the team bench. The home team will wear light-colored jerseys and socks. The visiting team wears contrasting dark-colored socks and jerseys. All games that are tied will play full overtime periods to conclusion, and then FIFA kicks from the penalty mark if needed. The exception would be the quarterfinal round robin, where ties would count and games would not go to overtime. No alcoholic beverages or smoking is permitted at any of the game sites. As far as substitutions, in the 12U through the 14U, it is unlimited for all of the rounds. In the 15U through 19U, you cannot return during that same half of play or overtime. The exception would be the round-robin games on the same day for the 15 and 16U age group. In that age group, unlimited substitution during quarterfinals when teams will play multiple games on the same day. There will be an award ceremony at the end of each final. The state will retain perpetual trophies. Teams will be given medals and a coaching plaque at that award ceremony. As far as rosters, a team must have a minimum of 11 players from their league roster on their State Cup roster. That is new this year. This rule also pertains to teams that would advance to the regional and national competition. The National Championship Series is a 3-part competition where the State Cup competition in regards to roster freeze dates begins at the round of 16. The freeze date for the boys teams will be March 30th, and the girls roster freeze date this year will be April 6th. For play-in games, we will use the State Cup roster in the GOT Sports system, but teams that advance to the round of 16 will still be able to make changes until the freeze date. This year, the State Cup rosters will be cloned by the state office from your 2021-2022 MSYSA official travel roster. Please contact your club administrator to confirm that your official roster is correct. Only primary players are cloned to the State Cup roster. Total maximum roster for 13U through 19U is 22 players. For 12U, the maximum is 16 players on a roster. Please contact Jessica Hafer at the MSYSA office if you have any specific questions concerning the State Cup roster. Now, before we take our final break, and before we actually hold the draw for this year, let me talk a little bit about the National Championship Series. The National Championship Series, as I said earlier, is 3 parts. And unlike almost every other competition in the United States, you have to earn your way into the next level to advance. So we start with State Cup. If you win your State Cup and advance, you would then go to the Eastern Regional Tournament, which this year will be held in West Virginia. If you win the regional tournament, this year's national championships are being held at the Disney Complex in Florida, which will be awesome for all the teams. So again, before the draw, let's take a look at last year's national championship that was held in Bradenton, Florida at the finals.
All right, we've grown together, we've suffered together, we've done everything together. This is the end. This is where we train and grinded to be. All right, hey, 90 freaking minutes. Let's go. Let's go.
You know, we get to go home with no regrets. You know, we worked hard, everyone left us on the field. This is an amazing way to end our youth soccer career and a great way to go into our college careers with a bang.
I mean, there's so many good teams that we faced, you know, and it from day one, you know, we knew it was going to take a lot of hard work. So I told them it starts in that. It starts right then at the first day, not 2 weeks before nationals or a week before nationals. So since the very beginning of last year, we've been working hard to get to this point. So the competition is it's fantastic. You know, every game was a different challenge.
I feel like it'll just be really cool, like just to look back and be like, even such like a younger age, like to be able to do like big tournaments like this and just like a really cool experience to learn from too.
And this is something, no one can take this away. No one within their age group now will win this. This is, you know, in 2021, they were the McGuire Cup champions and they get to remember that. It's been a long week, it's been a tough week, which you expect at Nationals, but it's been a fantastic week. You know, and it's ended in the best possible way for us.
And now, let's get into the main portion of the program that everyone has been waiting for, the individual age group draws. Please remember that there is a possibility of 4 seeded teams from the previous year, the champion, the runner-up, and the semifinalists who can be seeded, but that team must have at least 11 returning players to their roster from last year. We are going to begin this year with the 12U girls. There are 12 teams in this age group. There are no seeded teams since it is a new age group in the competition. So we're going to begin with seed number 1 for 12U girls.
Okay, U12 girls, seed number 1 is Severna Park, 10 girls white. Seed number 2 will be PPA 2010 Green Girls. And seed number 3 for U12 girls will be Potomac Blue. Seed number 4 for U12 girls will be Blue 10 Girls Warriors Diaz. Seed number 5, U12 girls, will be Baltimore Celtic Pre-Academy. Seed number 6 will be SAC Girls 2010 Premier Blue. Seed number 7 will be Bethesda ECNL 1. Seed number 8, DC Soccer Club Blue Metros. Seed number 9 is SAC Girls 2010 Pre-Academy. Seed number 10 is Maryland Rush. Seed number 11 is Baltimore Union Elite. And seed number 12 is the Soccer Factory 2010 Girls.
So there you have the U12 girls age group draw. Again, just a reminder that the seeds 1 through 4, the first 4 seeds, would have a bye into the quarterfinal round on April 30th and May 1st. The seeds 5 through 12 will play each other in the round of 16 the weekend of April 9th and 10th. And now, here is a look at what the bracket looks like for the 12U girls. As you can see, Severna Park, Maryland Rush Warriors, PPA Green, and Potomac Blue will have byes into the quarterfinals, and that the other 8 teams will play in the round of 16. And now let's go on to the 12U boys. Again, just as the 12U girls, there are 12 teams in this particular draw. And again, because it's the first year, there are no seeded teams.
Seed 1, U12 boys, is Bethesda Academy. Seed 2 is DBSC Elevate 2010. Seed 3 is the Player Progression Academy Green Boys. Seed 4 is Baltimore Celtic 2010 Boys Pre-ECNL. Seed 5 is Potomac Blue. Seed 6, U12 boys, is Coppermine Boys 2010 Premier. Seed 7 is Paragon Football Academy Red. Seed 8 is SAC Boys Pre-Academy. Seed 9 is Bethesda Academy 2. Seed 10 is Baltimore Union Elite. Seed 11 is DC Soccer Club Blue Metros. And seed 12 is Pasadena Soccer Club Prime.
So that concludes the 12U boys draw. Just the same as the 12U girls, the top 4 seeds will receive a bye into the quarterfinal round, which is scheduled for April 23rd and 24th. Seeds 5 through 12 will play in the round of 16, which is scheduled right now for the first weekend in April. Please note that I am aware, as far as the boys' weekend is concerned, that that is also the same weekend as Jefferson Cup. And so again, if your team is going to Jefferson Cup, you just need to fill out the schedule consideration form, and we'll make sure that your team is not scheduled and will play the following weekend. So again, the first 4 seeds who have byes: Bethesda Academy, the Elevate, PPA Green, and Baltimore Celtic pre-ECNL automatically will move into the quarterfinal round. And now we're going to move to the 13U girls. There are 9 teams in this particular age group. We have 1 team, Player Progression Green, is returning as a returning champion, and they are seeded number 1. So we will begin with seed number 2 in the 9 girls.
Starting with seed number 2 is North Chesapeake Football Club Strikers. Seed number 3 is Southern Maryland Rush Blue. Seed number 4, Matrix Mystique. Seed number 5, SAC Girls Pre-Academy. Seed number 6 is Salisbury United Elite. Seed number 7 is DC Soccer Club Blue Metros. Seed number 8 is FC Frederick 09 Girls. And seed number 9 is Coppermine SC Girls 2009 Premier.
So that concludes the 13U girls. For this particular age group, FC Frederick will play Coppermine Premier in the round of 16 game April 9th and 10th. The other seeds 1 through 7, will advance automatically to the quarterfinal round on April 30th and May 1st. So again, let's take a look at the 13U girls bracket. Or maybe not. At this time, I will tell you that the accounting firm of Brimmer, Eskay, and Fleming will make sure that all of the results are certified today. And we will keep this film to make sure that there are no issues as far as the seeds are concerned. So again, as you look, here's the 13U girls bracket. And you can see we have 1 round of 16 game, FC Frederick versus Coppermine. And then the other 7 teams will advance automatically into the quarterfinal round. Please note that the quarterfinals are held, the 4 teams on the left and the 4 teams on the right constitute the bracket that the round robin will occur. Now, we're going to move on to the 13U boys. For this particular age group, we have 15 teams. Player progression, green, is seeded for this year's competition. Total Football Gold, who is returning, unfortunately did not meet the number needed for continuity. So player progression green will be the first seed, and we will start with the second seed for this age group.
Okay, starting with seed 2 is BSC Bandits Premier. Seed 3 is Total Football Club Gold. Seed 4 is Baltimore Union Elite. Seed 5 is Severna Park Green. Seed 6 is Tacoma Thunder. Seed 8, Potomac Blue. I'm sorry, this will be seed 7. Potomac Blue is seed 7. This will be seed 8, Bethesda Blue. Seed 9, FC Frederick, 09 Boys. Seed 10 is SAC Boys Pre-Academy. Seed 11, FC USA Blue. Seed 12 is DC Soccer Blue Metros. Seed 13, Paragon Football Pre-Academy Red. Seed 14 is Next Level Soccer White. And seed 15 is Brausa 09 Blue.
Okay, that includes the 13U boys draw. A little shaky, but we got through it. Just a reminder that player progression green as the first seed will automatically advance to the quarterfinal round, April 23rd and 24th. Seeds 2 through 15 will play the weekend of April 2nd and 3rd in the round of 16. And here is a copy or a look at the 13U boys bracket. And as you can see, there are some outstanding matchups in the round of 16. It should be very competitive for this particular age group. And now, let's move on to the 14U girls. There are 12 teams in this particular age group for this year. 3 teams have been seeded. The Southern Maryland Rush Kraken, FC Frederick, and Next Level Athena White are all seeded, and those 3 teams, along with the 4th seed where we'll begin, will advance automatically to the quarterfinals the weekend of April 30th and May 1st.
Okay, starting with seed 4 is Maryland Rush Montgomery Blue, Kurtz. Seed 5 is Coppermine Premier. Seed 6 is Liverpool FCIA Central Maryland. Seed 7 is DC Soccer Club Blue Metros. Seed 8 is Ellicott City 2008 Black. Seed 9 is St. Mary's Soccer Fusion. Seed 10 is SAC Girls Pre-Academy. Seed 11, Maryland Rush 08 Girls. And seed 12 is Baltimore Union Elite.
And that concludes the 14U girls draw. As we said before, the seeded teams, along with the 4th seed, will automatically advance to the quarterfinal round. Seeds 5 through 12 will be playing in the round of 16 the weekend of April 9th and 10th. Again, this should be a very competitive age group, especially with 3 teams returning. So again, the 4th seed, Maryland Rush Kurtz, will advance directly with the 3 seeded teams to the quarterfinals. The other teams will be playing in the round of 16, the second weekend in April. And now we're going to start getting into a little bit larger age groups. The 14U boys, they have 17 teams this year in the brackets. We have all 4 teams from last year are seeded. The first seed, the defending champion, Matrix Mavens, will be seed number 1. The runner-ups, Potomac Blue, will be seed number 2. Baltimore Celtic Predators will be seed number 3. And Coppermine Premier will be seeded as the 4th. So we begin in the 14U boys with the 5th seed.
Okay, beginning with seed number 5 is Paragon Football Pre-Academy Red. Seed 6 is Baltimore Crew FC. Seed 7, SAC Boys Pre-Academy. Seed 8 is Liverpool FCIA Central Maryland. Seed 9 is the Player Progression Academy, green. Seed 10, Severna Park, green. Seed 11 is World Class Premier Boys, blue. Seed 12, DC Soccer Club Blue Metros. Seed 13 is Tacoma Park Thunder. Seed 14 is St. Mary's Strikers Red Premier. Seed 15, FC Frederick, 08 boys. Seed 16, Bethesda Blue. Seed 17 is Baltimore Celtic pre-ECNL.
So that concludes the 14U boys. The one thing to remember for this age group, very important, is that Bethesda Blue and Baltimore Celtic pre-ECNL will play a play-in round game in March that they will need to schedule with each other. Other than that, the winner of that game, along with the remaining 15 seeds, will advance to the round of 16 the first weekend in April, which is April 2nd and 3rd. Again, just a reminder that seed number 16, Bethesda Blue, and seed number 17, Baltimore Celtic pre-ECNL, will play in a play-in round game that will be scheduled in any weekend in March. And again, as we look, here is the bracket. Just a reminder that these brackets will be up on the MSYSA website no later than Tuesday. We're going to hope for tomorrow, but again, no later than Tuesday, you'll be able to find these on the MSYSA website. So you can see here the winner of the Bethesda Blue Baltimore Celtic match will then play Matrix Mavens in the round of 16. And now we're going to move on to the 15U girls. Here we have 10 teams. Just like the last age group, all 4 teams are coming back from last year. Copper Mine Premier, which is the defending champion, OPSA Magic, which was the runner-up, Old Line Pride Black, and FC Frederick will all be seeded. So we're going to start with the 5th seed. Please note that these 4 seeded teams will automatically advance to the quarterfinal round of April 30th and May 1st.
Okay. Starting with seed number 5, we have Blue Coyotes. Seed number 6, Copper Mine Premier 2. Seed number 7 is SAC Girls Pre-Academy. Seed number 8 is A3 Rangers. Seed number 9 is Severna Park Green. And seed number 10 is FCGB Center of Excellence.
So that includes the 15U girls draw. Again, seeds 1 through 6 will automatically advance to the quarterfinals. Seeds 7 through 10 will play a round of 16 game on the weekend of April 9th and 10th. And again, so the 4 seeded teams, along with seeds 5 and 6, automatically will advance to the quarterfinal round. Now let's move on to the 15U boys. There are 18 teams in this age group. And again, all 4 teams returned from last year with continuity. The defending champions, the Touch Kings, will be seeded number 1. SAC Premier Pre-Academy will be seeded number 2 as the runner-up. DC Blue Metros will be the 3rd seed, and Bethesda Blue will be seeded 4th. So for this age group, we will start with the 5th seed.
Good spin there. Okay, starting with U15 boys, seed number 5 is Tacoma Park. Seed number 6 is Old Line FC Boys Black. Seed number 7, Rockville Soccer Club B. Seed number 8 is Blue Revolution. Seed number 9 is Potomac Blue. Seed number 10, Real Elite Boys Blue. A lot of pressure here. All right, seed number 11, Paragon Football Academy, red. Seed number 12 is FC Frederick Boys. Seed number 13, Brausa Blue. Seed number 14 is the player progression green. Seed number 15 is going to be Freedom Soccer Club Storm. Seed number 16 is Go Premier Soccer Black. Seed number 17 is Coppermine Soccer Club Premier. And seed number 18 is Baltimore Celtic Berry.
So in the 15U boys, seeds 15 through 18 will be involved in a play-in match in March. Seeds 1 through 14 will advance to the round of 16, which is right now scheduled for the weekend of April 2nd and 3rd. So again, it will be important that seeds 15, 16, 17, and 18 contact each other to then set up the date and field for their match in March. And as we look at this for the 15U boys, again, Go Premier Soccer Black will be playing Coppermine Premier in a play-in game, and FSC Storm will play Baltimore Celtic Berry in a play-in game. All the other teams will advance to the round of 16 the first weekend in April. And now let's move on to the 16U girls. Here we have 8 teams in this particular draw, so all 8 teams will advance to the quarterfinal weekend, which is April 30th and May 15th. There is one seeded team. Southern Maryland Rush is seeded number 1. Unfortunately, Coppermine Premier and FCGC did not meet the 11 roster continuity rule. So now we'll start with seed number 2 in the 16U girls.
Seed number 2 is SAC Girls Pre-Academy. Seed number 3 is A3 Royals. Seed number 4 is FCGB Center of Excellence. Seed number 5 is Washington Capital United Blue. Seed number 6 is Coppermine SC Premier. Seed number 7, FC Frederick Girls. And seed number 8 is MSI White.
So in the 16U girls, seeds 1, 4, 5, and 8 will be on one side of the bracket, and seeds 2, 3, 6, and 7 will be on the other side of the bracket for the round robin weekend, which is April 30th and May 1st. And again, here's the bracket. So you can see the 4 teams on the left: Southern Maryland, MSI, FCGB, and Washington Capital. Blue will be playing in one grouping, and the SAC Girls Pre-Academy, FC Frederick, A3 Royals, and Coppermine Premier will be in the other side of the bracket. So congratulations and good luck to those teams. Now, we're going to move to the largest age group we have this year for State Cup, which is the 16U boys, which is 22 teams. Please note that we have 3 teams that have returned and have been seeded. Potomac Blue will be the first seed, FC USA will be the second seed, and TLC Gold will be the third seed. Unfortunately, Next Level Ajax White did not meet continuity. So now let's begin with the 4th seed in the 16-year-old U boys.
Starting with the 4th seed is Calvert Soccer Association United. Fifth seed, DC Soccer Club Blue Metros. Sixth seed is Columbia Soccer Club Sparta Black. Seventh seed is Beltsville Soccer Academy. Eighth seed is Bethesda Blue. The 9th seed is Washington Capital United Blue. 10th seed is Paragon Football Academy Red. Seed 11 is FC Frederick Boys. Seed 12 is Next Level Soccer White. Seed 13, Brausa Blue. Seed 14 is Baltimore Union Elite. Seed 15 is Barcelona USA Western. Seed 16 is Hydro FC Blue. Seed 17, SAC Boys Pre-Academy. Seed 18, A3 Hull City. Seed 19, Aspen Hill National. Seed 20, DeMatha Soccer Academy Royal. Seed 21, Go Premier Soccer, black. And seed 22 is Tacoma Juventus.
So that concludes our largest group for this year, 16U boys, which has 22 teams in it. Seeds 1 through 10 will automatically advance to the round of 16 the weekend of April 2nd and 3rd. Seeds 11 through 22 will have to participate in a play-in round game in March. So again, it will be important, and we will send out information on how to contact the opposing teams. But just to remind people, for play-in games, Hydro Blue, 16 seed, will play SAC Premier Boys Pre-Academy. In another play-in game, 13 seed Brasa Blue will play DeMatha Royal. Seed number 12, Next Level Ajax White will play against Go Premier Soccer Black. On the other side of the bracket, Barcelona USA Western, seed 15, will play A3 Hull City, seed 18. The 14th seed, Baltimore Union Elite, will be playing against Aspen Hill National, the 19th seed. And the final play-in game will be FC Frederick, the 11th seed, against Tacoma Juventus. Again, we will send out information, contact information, as soon as possible so that you can start contacting your opponent and then setting up the date of when these matches will be played. When you have decided on a date and hopefully a field, a home field if possible, then you would contact me and I would set up all of the referees for all of the matches. And again, just a reminder for play-in games, if you would like to host, priority is given to a particular club that can play 2 games in a row, and that, again, that's for referee coverage. So now we're going to move on to the 17U girls. There are 12 teams in the 17U girls. Only one, Southern Maryland Rush, is seeded for this year. So we will begin with seed number 2.
Okay, starting with seed number 2 is Bowie Youth Soccer Academy Elite. Seed number 3, FC Frederick 05 Girls. Seed number 4, Toka Juniors Mystics. Seed number 5 is World Class Premier. Seed number 6, SAC Girls Pre-Academy. Seed number 7, Coppermine Premier. Seed number 8, DC Soccer Club Blue Metros. Seed number 9, FCGB Center of Excellence. Seed number 10, Salisbury United. Seed number 11, Maryland Rush. And seed number 12 is MSI Green.
Okay, for the 17U girls, seeds 1, 2, 3, and 4 will automatically advance to the quarterfinal weekend of April 30th and May 1st. Just a reminder to everybody that we do not have any flexibility on the weekends of the quarterfinals and the final. Those are set. There is some things we can work around as far as the other weekends are concerned, but for those 2 weekends, those are pretty set as far as the scheduling is concerned. In the 17U girls, seeds 5 through 12 will participate in a round of 16 game the weekend of April 9th and 10th. So again, as we look at this here, the 17U girls bracket, you can see here the 4 teams that have byes: Southern Maryland Rush, Toka Juniors, Bowie Elite, and FC Frederick will all have byes into the quarterfinals for 17U girls. And they will meet the winners of the round of 16 games played the second weekend in April. And now, moving on to the 17U boys. There are 18 teams in this age group. The 4 teams do return from last year and are seeded. Brazza Blue, as the defending champion, are seeded number 1. Washington Capital Blue as the runner-ups are seed number 2. Free State Aspen Hill is seed number 3. And Liverpool FCIA Central will be seeded number 4.
Okay, starting with seed number 5. BYSA Stampede. Seed number 6. Thunder PSG. Seed number 7, FC Frederick. Seed number 8 is Ellicott City Black. Seed number 9, DC Soccer Club Blue Metros. Seed number 10, 2005 Warriors Premier. Seed number 11, Laurel Lions. Too many L's. Seed number 12, Bethesda Blue. Seed number 13 is Benfica Academy DC Premier. Seed number 14, Next Level Soccer White. Seed number 15 is SAC Boys Pre-Academy. Seed number 16 is Potomac Blue. Seed number 17, Go Premier Soccer. And seed number 18 is OBGC Rangers Blue.
Okay, in the 17U boys, just a note that seeds 1 through 14 will advance to the round of 16 and will play the weekend of April 2nd and 3rd. Seeds 15 through 18 will have to play a play-in round match during a weekend in March. And again, I will send you contact information so you can set that up as soon as possible. This should be a very competitive age group with the 4 seeded teams returning, along with several outstanding teams coming back from last year. So again, here is a look at the 17U boys bracket. As you can see here, it's very important to note that seed number 16, Potomac Blue, will be playing in a play-in match against Go Premier Soccer, which is seed 17. The 15 seed SAC Boys Pre-Academy will have a play-in match with the 18 seed, which is Albany Boys and Girls Club Rangers Blue. The other 14 teams on here, as you can see, will advance into the round of 16 matches. Now we move on to the 18 girls. Unfortunately, there are only 3 teams this year registered for this particular age group. So the second seeded team, Liverpool FCIA Central, will play against FC Frederick in the semifinals the weekend of May 14th and 15th. The winner of that match will meet Coppermine Premier on Sunday, June 5th for the right to represent Maryland at the Eastern Regional Championships in West Virginia. And now let's go to the 18U boys, our last age group for today. There are 18 teams in this age group. Again, the 4 teams that finished last year are seeded. Potomac Blue, as the defending champion, is the first seed. Brasa Blue, the runner-up, is the second seed. The third seed is Freedom Flash. And the fourth seed is FC Frederick. So we will begin with the 5th seed.
Starting with seed number 5 is Free State Soccer Academy Blue. Seed number 6, Bethesda Blue. Seed number 8 is Pachuca FC Dragons. I'm sorry, seed number 7. Seed number 8, Paragon Football Academy Red. Seed number 9, Potomac White. Seed number 10, Go Premier Blue. Seed number 11 is FC USA Blue. Seed number 12, SAC Boys Pre-Academy. Seed number 13, Ellicott City Black. Seed number 14, DC Youth Football Club Athletic. Seed number 15, OBGC Rangers Blue. Seed number 16, Laurel Lions. Seed number 17, Next Level Soccer White. Seed number 18 is Coppermine Soccer Club Boys Premier.
So for the U18 boys, that concludes their draw. Again, they have 18 teams, the same as the 17U boys. Seeds 1 through 14 will advance automatically to the round of 16 matches. Seeds 15 through 18 will have to schedule a play-in round match in March. Again, just a reminder that any team that loses in the play-in round for the Maryland State Cup does have the option of going and playing in the President's Cup. There is no additional fee, registration fee, for us to have you play in that competition as well. Clearly, you would have to pay any additional referees or additional game fees, but the registration fee is not applicable and will not have to be paid if a team loses in the play-in round and then drops to President's Cup. Again, now let's take a look at the 18 boys bracket. Again, very important for the play-in matches to be scheduled in March. The 16th seed, Laurel Lions, will play the 17th seed, which is Next Level Ajax White. The 15th seed, the Olney Boys and Girls Club Rangers Blue, will play the 18th seed, Coppermine Premier, in a play-in match. The other 14 teams, as you can see here, will advance to the round of 16. Just a reminder, that now concludes our draw for today. Just a reminder that the U19 girls and boys application deadline is Monday, April 18th. Their draw will be held on a Zoom call on Friday, April 22nd. Thanks again for watching today's program, and good luck to all of the Maryland teams in this year's competition. Again, thanks to everyone that assisted today in putting together this program, and we hope everybody has the best chance of doing well for this competition for this year. Thanks, and have a great day.